Hey, Teresa. Got Charlie out here. He's amazing and I love him. Um, let's see. We're just working on downs now. Yeah, he's impeccable on his hill. He's doing really good. So if I, hurry and try to go away, I don't even use the e-collar to get him back. He's just coming right into that command. But I feel like on the downstay hill, there's a little bit of technique that's going to be important. So when I give the command, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go up a little at a time until, hey, he'll, until he gets where I want. So someone just pulled up to the house. Oh, looks like DoorDash. He's going to guard. Now, this is a good opportunity to use that command. Charlie, down. Now, he understood it. Down, down, down. So what I'm doing is elevating a little bit. Good. Until that elbow settles in. So that elbow settling signifies to me like he's kind of dropped it. Now, I feel like this is the key in these situations. I don't want to let him up until I see him relax. So he's in a down. He crossed the blurry gray line, but the reality is like he crossed it, but like he's still holding the football in the end zone, so to speak, meaning he could just like get up and go away really quick. So as I watch, and I don't always know how it's going to show up on the camera, but there's a little bit of shaking because he operates at a pretty high level. A little bit of shaking, panting, avoidance. So he's looking away from me. And when he's doing this, I don't try to make it so he stays. So I'm not gonna hold my hands up to him or anything like that. I just tell him down, walk away. Now I've said this before, so I apologize if it's broken record stuff, but as he works through and metabolizes this stress or anxiety, we're gonna see all these stress things happen. So I'll point these stress things out. If you look at the way he's holding his mouth, so see how we can see his front teeth really well. This is a stress grimace. So if you look, you can see a ton of teeth. Normally he doesn't show that many teeth when he's just like sitting there, hanging out. It's only when he's in a down. The panting, if you see like he's kind of on his side with his paw under him, that says stress. Licking lips, that's his mouth drying out because he's in fight or flight, and all those lower body functions kind of go away. And then his little bummy is kind of shaking right there once in a while. Like you can see a little quiver because he's still feeling a little bit of stress. Now, we want to help him get through it because that's all fine and dandy. Like, yeah, he's feeling stressed with the situation. How do we get him through? It's by allowing him to just feel these emotions. So we put him in this down. I let him pant, I let him yawn, I let him drool, I let him shake, I let him lick his lips. And then you'll see the panting will start to get a little bit sporadic. And then after that, we're going to see like his eyes are going to start blinking, and then he'll lower that head. He'll get into a body position where he's like, okay, I'm settling in. Right now, he's in a down, but he's not dedicated to it. He's got 2 feet out the door, three, yeah, 1 foot out the door. I don't know. 50% of his feet are out the door. So if you can see, like he kind of settled down there a little bit. Um, as I was looking, like his teeth started to disappear, and we let him do it at his own pace. Now, there are things we can do to interrupt this, or we could distract him with a ball or a treat or something, but it doesn't accomplish ultimately what the goal is, and that's to have a dog who handles stress well, who listens to commands even if they're nervous about it. And in that realm, our job is to just put them in the situation, make dang sure they're safe, make dang sure that we're not babying them through it, and then just allow their natural processes to strengthen their nervous system. So see, he just took an elbow. We got a little more rest there. Shoot, I don't know if I keep going off of him with the camera. um but yeah, this is the idea. And even if I go up and pet him right now, that's, whatever we do. So if I walk next to him, it's not a release from the DOWN. It's just us walking by. And if you have a relationship with a dog where they've done that in the past, if you just walk by and they assume and they make decisions on commands, that's where he'll pop up and kind of go away from you. So keeping him in there, keep him, uh, let him feel it. It's okay. It'll hurt your sweet mama heart because he's a very cool dog, and he's given us love for a lot of years, but we still just have to let him. And even dogs that are older like him still have neuroplasticity in which they can change these behavioral patterns and kind of grow. So here's the sporadic shaking on the front leg a little bit. Like, I'm seeing the grimace settle down. I'm seeing like a little bit of softness develop. So see where he's kind of licking his mouth, saliva is coming back in there, and so he's distributing it. And that's another signal that he's graduating from the fight or flight a little bit. For me as the trainer, there's a lot of times where I'll go up and just pet him, just because I feel, down. I feel like they need me to throw him a bone. Sure, down, down. But that in no way means that we're releasing him from the down. It just means like, hey, I just want you to know, like, I'm in your pack and I love you and I approve of you. But I wouldn't recommend you doing that right as he comes back, because he'll pop right up if you do it, because he'll be like, no, mom's I can push mom, and mom will, she'll move. So yeah, and that's a normal. It doesn't make you a bad person, it makes you a sweet person. It just means like he's a master at doing things that help his life be easier, and one of those things is not having to deal with the stress of being away from us or holding a downstay, or any of that stuff. So we just let him work through all this stuff. And now that it's summer, I would say make sure that you're getting him in the shade for his downs. And I like to do it on grass too, because if I'm doing 50 downs a day with a dog, which I don't think you'll be doing in your home, but if I am, I want it to be padded. I want it to be easy on their little elbows, especially his. And he's been good with his sensitive legs. I haven't seen some limping or anything. Good job, buddy. And when we want to release him, so I see the stress was kind of gone, and then as I approach, I can see like he's little bit trembly and stuff. So I want him to work through it a little bit more. And I know this video is getting kind of long, but it's just such an important thing to make sure he's doing well for you once he comes back. Is that my Charlie? That's probably another thing you'll have to be careful about too, is just baby talking him. I can get away with lots of stuff because I'm Monday dad, not Friday dad. Good job, Char. Good boy. So I'm going to go up, see if I get eye contact. If I get avoidance, I'm not going to release him right there. And I'll just keep putting this pressure on him and taking it off until I get that eye contact. Modulate the pressure, pressure. We have avoidance. I go away. That's okay, because there are weeds to pull. Good job, buddy. Gonna go up to him. Good boy. Okay. Yeah. Oh, he did it. He did it. Still a little avoidant. He's like, dude, why'd you put me through that, Joe? It's ridiculous. But that's what we want to do to keep him moving forward. Anyway, thanks for letting me work with this sweet little man. We love him. And talk to you later.